What's going on, guys? What's up, guys? What's up? It's the Rock and Rising. It's the Rock and Rising. It's the Rock and Rising show. What's up, guys? It's the Rock and Rising show, and we back at it. I'm your boy Rock, and this is my boy
Justin Rising.
That's right. And we here talking about some success stories that we got, and being successful. And
So we're actually going to get into the science of it, and it's 7 science-based habits that will make you succeed. So we talked about it before, and it's kind of like our mindset, the things that we think make successful people, the things that we see make successful people, the things that we try and do to achieve success. And I gotta say, we weren't wrong. So I mean, it pops up on my phone. I get a couple of news stories every now and again, and like a lot of those are just kind of like based around either science or things like that. And then I saw this pop up, and I was like, oh, we should talk about this. So that's what we got going on today. And I do want to apologize, like Rodimus said, it's been 3 weeks, straight up 3 weeks since that last video. And, Rodimus has been up to some good stuff, though. He's finishing up some school.
Yes.
Had some, family, spending some time with family and everything.
Yes.
I myself have been making some changes as well. Moving into a different job.
Yes.
Over the last couple of weeks and working with the family as well. So
More moolah.
definitely some good stuff on our side. And I do apologize for the long ass wait since that last episode. Actually, you know what? No, y'all did actually get the
Taco Bells.
yeah, fucking Rodimus rambling on about that Taco Bell, that fucking weak ass taco.
Yeah, that taco was horrible. But
Right,
we got
right.
a lot of success stories coming up. You know what I
Right.
mean? My boy just dug up a lot of stuff right now, and it's really, really
Gotta
good.
do some research.
It's really, really good, man. And we're just gonna get into it. Let's dive in.
So, and really, we're gonna be talking about like things that make successful people or habits that you can get into if you want to be successful. And it does actually go and start to say that you want to kind of follow these things. You want to gear yourself towards success as if it's a second action, and
That's
like
right.
really get into a routine and make it like almost a muscle movement, like you're breathing. Breathe success, basically.
right.
So that's what we're getting into. And the first tip that we have is meditation. And I mean, I could say it for myself. Like I'm not actually really good at this one. I've never really thought about it before.
Me neither.
But really, if you take a look at it and think about the things that you do well, and I mean, as a type of meditation, you want to help yourself relax, but you also want to like discover something, right? So a really good way of doing that is really like looking at the thing. What did I do well today? Did I take extra steps toward achieving my goal? And it's like you can highlight the successes that you had, but then also kind of take a look in the opposite direction as well and say, or what didn't I do so well? How can I improve upon that? So that meditation can actually help you out. Not medication, but meditation.
Clear your mind.
Yes.
Your mind, and meditation is good, and it also says there's just to clear your mind, to be focused on what you got, what you want to achieve and what you want to put your mind to set. I don't know, messed it up. No, don't cut it off. What you want
Good.
basically is a mindset, and you meditate to clear the mind to be able to move forward with what you have in your mind. So basically everything that's around that thought, you're meditating to get that out, so
Right.
you can go straight forward to what you want to achieve.
And it does say, like, do what excites you and what keeps you motivated. So, I mean, that's really the biggest thing is, like, you want to just really highlight that in your own mind and say, what do I want to do? And am I taking steps to get to that? What steps did I take? Was I successful? Keep yourself motivated, and meditation is one of the ways to do that.
Motivated.
Yeah. Next thing we got is adopting a growth mindset. Me and Rodimus have actually talked about this before, though, is like really just you alone, you can help yourself succeed, but also looking at other people can help you succeed as well. And that's kind of going along with that growth mindset, is like looking at where you are and benchmarking off for yourself, but also kind of following the teachings of other people and saying, okay, these are some things that, name a person that you look up to.
That's right.
But these are some
motivated.
things that they're doing,
Role
and
model.
looking at the way that they're getting there. So that can definitely help out. But also believing that you can improve.
That's right.
And that's going to be one of those things, is really getting yourself into a mindset of not saying that, like, I've hit this wall, this is where I'm at. You're going to want to, if you get to that wall, you got to find a way to push through it.
I know. I was seeing something the other day. It was actually a couple days back, You know, Steve Jobs, everybody knows him, very good guy, rest in peace. But he said if you don't have passion for what you're doing, you're more likely to quit. So if, you know, you're doing something and you have the passion for it, you're going to just, you know, take the beating, like what you said earlier.
Right.
You're going to take the beating with it because you have you have a passion for it. But if you don't have a passion for it, you're more likely to just say, the hell with this, you know what?
Right.
On to the next thing. So, you know, what else is going on?
Yeah, so I mean, it also does say, I'm kind of reading as we're looking, but
Cool.
Along with that is like keeping positivity about it is really one of the things. Is don't get hung up on the things that you might not have succeeded at. Really highlight the things that you did succeed at, and look at ways to succeed in the things that you might not have succeeded in doing.
That's right.
The next thing, what Rodimus just said though, is having grit.
Having grit.
And that's really just going to be having a passion for what you're doing and actually being able to push yourself when it gets tough. When you get to that wall, you're
right.
being able, having grit is going to push you through it. So it's like to focus and find out what you're supposed to be doing in life and really pushing as hard as you can toward achieving that.
I've seen a lot of people on their last dime and make miracles wonder, you know, and I don't know if it's just the fact that, you know, their back is to the wall and they feel that, you know, there's nowhere else, you know, there's no more in the bottom that they can go. It's just basically push themselves up. But, you know, people that have stuff and, you know, get comfortable, they don't have the passion to push forward. So
right.
I guess a lot of people with their backs to the wall, they tend to like, you know, achieve more because they got nothing to lose.
Right, and that's actually what I was ready to say, actually.
You was?
yeah. So getting to a point where you're comfortable, it can actually lead you into a place where you're not looking to strive for more or actually look to succeed. And, I mean, people say never get comfortable, and I'm not going to say, like, you should never get comfortable because like, if you reach your goal, then, you know, settle in. If you want more on top of that, though, don't get comfortable. And what Rodimus said is 100% true, though, is that if you have literally nothing to lose, then the only way for you to go is up. I mean, if you were at the very, very bottom, then you can either stay there or you can move up because there's no way to move down.
That's right. Take music as positive notes. Listen to that Fat Joe. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way. All right. I just want to get that out of me.
Whatever that was, that Fat Joe.
And you know, there's subliminal messages in everything. It's how you want to take it. You get what I'm saying? You want to take it as a negative thing, then you take it as a negative. But if you want to take it as for the positive message and, you know, push yourself a little harder than what you can go,
right.
That's how I see it.
And next thing on here, man, is getting enough sleep. And I think they say sleep is like overrated, but
It's not.
No, we're definitely get enough sleep. And it actually says that staying up too late can leave us with a cognitive impairment of the same as having a 0.05 blood alcohol content. So that's just just under the legal limit. Wow. But it'd basically be the same as like, you know, you having a beer and then trying to do something. It's going to leave you, you know, stressed out, and when you're trying to do things, it's going to leave you at a disadvantage when you're actually trying to reason. You know, if it's with problems at work, if you're actually like trying to solve a problem or you're trying to think of the best way forward, you're going to be at an impairment. You're going to be at a disadvantage if you're not getting enough sleep.
You're going to be hazy.
Yeah.
You don't function really good. You know, hazy.
Yeah, I've said it before to people though. It's like you can always think that like, oh, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. But you make time for things.
Right.
Like I make time to sleep. I make time to eat. I make time to do many different things. But there's no reason why you can't set something aside for yourself and make time for it. I mean, a lot of
time.
Yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. But it's like you have time to you know, watch TV. You know.
I don't believe that you don't have time. I believe you have time.
You make time for the things that you're passionate about. That's really what it's going to be. Is like you're gonna make time for the things that you're passionate about, and that actually takes us into one of the next ones is finding your genius.
Finding the genius.
And that goes straight into that is, you know, really finding the thing that you do well, finding what you're passionate about, and actually striving toward doing that.
Find a genius. We all have a genius inside of us. It's just, you know, some people it takes other people to bring it out of them, or some people it takes themselves to bring it out of them.
Yeah, it might take a certain situation or maybe even just like the knowledge, somebody who might have not necessarily looked at something as a path for them, but then they gain some knowledge on it, and then it's something really exciting to them, and like you could take that and run with it.
That's right. I've seen people build incredible things behind four walls, and they wouldn't have thought they could did that if they had the freedom.
Right.
So, they found the genius of, doing what they needed to do for the moment. And, everybody has it inside of them. You just got to tap into it. How you can tap into yours, we don't know. How I can tap into mine's, I don't know yet, but I'm still pushing to find out. So.
Right. And we got another one here. It's focus on the process, not just the outcome. And it's like, people have mentioned this before in various ways, where it's like, don't focus on the problem, focus on the solution. Talked about it before in another video, though, is kind of being a benchmark to yourself, is like gauging your success off of yourself. Am I doing better than I was doing yesterday? So that's kind of like going into what this is talking about, is like focusing on the process and not just the outcome. And you can see, the outcome is a while away, but make sure you're keeping like kind of a tally of where you are right now. Am I taking steps toward that goal? Because it's not going to be night and day. And they always say like Rome wasn't built overnight, and and that's kind of the point, is that they like the Roman Empire knew they were building towards something, and it turned out to be the Roman Empire.
Right.
But and that's what you want to do for yourself, is you're not looking to build a straw hut. You're looking to build an empire.
An empire. And I got involved with something, and the thing that I got involved with, I fell more in love with the process than the outcome. I like what I do, and I'm pretty sure you guys heard this before. They say when you like what you do, you never work a day in your life because you love what you do. Now, what I'm doing is beautiful because I like to help others, and it's helping others, and I see other people getting success. So I'm not gonna lie to you, when I first got involved, it was for the outcome. But as I got involved more and more and more and more, I fell in love with the process. So now it just became easy to me because I love what I do. And that's falling in love with the process and not looking forward towards the outcome.
Right.
So.
And Rodimus was saying earlier, though, too, is like also just looking at the outcome is going to give you this idea that you're like, it's so far away, and like you can quit without really realizing how much you've already achieved.
Along,
yeah, how much you've already achieved.
How far you came.
And that's really the thing, is like don't give up on the success that you've already gained just because the outcome seems to be really far away. So really just like dive into the process.
And if you love the process, or you love the outcome more, the outcome it's more like when we say the outcome, it's like the ending to it, right?
Yeah, I mean, there doesn't necessarily need to be an ending. I mean, most goals are ever evolving, and you're gonna like take more information and then kind of change like that goal, and like don't necessarily like once again I had said earlier, like don't let yourself settle. Like never let yourself settle, but you can get comfortable in a place. Like if you reached your final goal and you're like, you know what, this is where I'm happy, then great. That is your goal. But then for other people, your success is going to constantly evolve. You're going to hit one benchmark and be like, I succeeded at doing that. You're going to hit another one. You want to keep building more. And I think that's kind of the culture in which we live in, is you're always going to want more than you already have, or want more than you want to have. Like
so off the topic, I'm going to asking my friend a question. Off the topic, why do people in jobs, regular 9-to-5s, want to go to work, know what they got to do, work that 8 hours, and then just go home, and then tomorrow do the same thing again? Like, and they don't want to do anything more. They don't want to move up.
I mean, but the question there, I think, is going to be more of like, are you sustaining what's making you happy? If I go to work and I'm going to say, all right, am I achieving things that make me happy? I think we have once again a very ingrained mindset that we always want more than we want to have. Like if I'm striving towards buying a Corvette and I get this Corvette and you're like, you know what, I want a Lamborghini. Like, but you have this Corvette and you get that Lamborghini and you're like, oh man, I want a Bugatti now. Like, that's kind of the culture in which we live in, is that you always want more than you want to have. But then there are some people though who are happy with what they have, who are happy to go to work, do their 9 to 5, get their paycheck, and do their thing on the side.
Where I'm going with that is that if those same people that go to work, do their 9 to 5, they want to be stuck in a path that, to the point that in their job, if you move them off that path, they will get upset.
See, that much I don't know about. If if I'm at work,
I mean,
you're paying me.
I'm pretty sure wherever you work at, there's a lot of people like that. That they want to do. They just want to go to work and they want to know what they're doing and they want to just do that and go home and I guess bury themselves in front of a TV and burn that time away and not be successful at nothing else. I mean, but that was off topic. I think I had that in my chest, but we need to do better. We need to do better as people. We need to push each other. And this is why me and him bring you this, because hopefully you watch this and you say, you know what, man? Those guys are right, man. I'm just doing this. I could be doing better than what I'm doing, And
getting into that actually is our last step, man. These are our scientific steps to success, and we've reached the last one, number 7. So, and number 7 actually says build your confidence, and that's really what it's going to be, is like getting yourself into a situation where you are going to be confident. Surround yourself with people who are going to make you confident. You don't want to surround yourself with people who are constantly negative, and I know for a fact we talked about that in an episode before. Go back and check it out.
We don't do negative.
No, like that's the thing, is you don't want to do negative. You don't want to either be negative yourself or surround yourself with negative people. And I guarantee you can start off the day happy as hell, and then maybe you go to work and you run into somebody who's just spewing negativity and it just brings you down. Like, to me, that ain't a friend. That ain't somebody that I want to be around. I don't want to go in and be like, I'm going to try and knock this out, be as happy as I can, and then somebody the very moment of the day just bringing me down. Can't do it. I'm not about it.
We as humans have options. We don't have to stand. I don't have to stand next to him right now if I don't want to. I could just get up and walk out. But
and that's the thing though, is like
we're ping ponging this. We're ping ponging this this positive vibe here. So
right, and that's the thing, is like
feed off him, he feeds off of me.
I want to be successful. Rodimus wants to be successful. We're trying to be successful at what we're doing, and no matter what it is. You could be, this YouTube thing. It's going to be literally anything. We want to try and succeed at it, and really a big part of that is going to be confidence. And I mean, you can look at
posture up.
Yeah,
posture up.
But I mean, you can look at different ways to gain confidence, but for each person, it's going to be very subjective. Like, some people aren't confident in speaking to other people, or some people aren't necessarily confident in, working on something, doing something with their hands, or maybe somebody's not confident doing something with like math, or like, it's going to be it's going to be different for everybody. And the thing is, you're going to have to find what is going to bring you up, what is going to build your confidence.
And we're going to be successful with this YouTube thing because, like I said before, we having fun.
Exactly.
We're having fun. This is fun for us.
And that kind of rounds back around to that very first thing that we talked about, which is going back to that meditation, man. It's like you can talk about all of these things, and what you want to do is think about them. And like the meditation is going to be one of those tools that are going to help you find out what makes you confident.
Posture.
Keep them going around in a circle. I'm going to have a link for you guys down in the description below about what we just talked about. Yeah, we can kind of read over the full article. We kind of read off of it, just like the main bullet points, and kind of like threw in what we really wanted to talk about. And we've talked about it before, and we kind of wanted to touch on it again because this is science, man. You can't argue with science. Yes, you can.
Man. And
like, do not quit. Do not get discouraged over the things that aren't working. You need to find a way to make them work.
That's right. Never quit. I think we should.
That's what it's going to be, man. You can follow me on Twitter at Justin_Rising. You can follow Rodimus at
ROC213YSL. That's Twitter. And you could definitely follow me on Snapchat at ROC213_YSL.
We'll have a lot of more information for the social media stuff at the end of the video. But if you like the video, please click the like button. I don't know if it's a thumbs up. Definitely comment below. Subscribe, please. If you want to see more of this content, and also share it, and that's going to help us out.
Share it with a friend. That friend will share it with a friend. That friend will share it with a friend.
And we all
how
we all get together.
What is it called? Jesus Christ, I don't want to go. 7 degrees of separation. You ever heard that? 7 degrees of separation. No? All right.
Anyway, this is the first video in 3 weeks. Please check it out.
Peace and love, man.
Apologize
Look at
for
the
the-
whole thing,
Yeah,
man.
check it out.
Look at the whole thing.
That's what we
Peace and
have.
love. Peace
So
and love.
if you didn't actually watch the whole video, you won't see this.
You won't see the peace and love. You won't see when I say peace and love. Peace and love, man, and prosperity and good health to everybody.
Hey, we love you guys. Check it out.